Hi everyone, welcome to English Anytime. Today we'll talk about English is very easy to learn. Introduction. Learning English is an exciting and fulfilling journey for people all around the world. In this article, we explore why English is very easy to learn. Many assume that learning a new language is always difficult and challenging. However, English stands out because of its simplicity and flexibility. With its straightforward vocabulary, clear grammar, and widespread use in everyday life, English provides a friendly environment for both beginners and experienced learners. Over time, the language has evolved by absorbing words and ideas from many different cultures. As a result, it offers a rich yet uncomplicated structure that makes learning it enjoyable. One main reason English is easy to learn is its simple vocabulary. Many words in English are similar to those in other languages, and the language itself uses everyday terms that people speak in daily conversation. Moreover, English does not require mastering complex tones or characters like other languages. This simplicity helps learners quickly grasp basic concepts and build their skills over time. Focusing on practical communication instead of rigid grammar rules allows learners to use English from the very beginning, even if they do not know every rule perfectly. Modern technology and abundant learning resources also make English more accessible. From online courses to mobile apps, there are countless ways to practice and improve your skills. In the following sections, we will delve into various aspects of the English language that make it easy to learn. Whether you are just starting or looking to polish your skills further, you will find that English offers a welcoming and straightforward path to proficiency. This brief introduction outlines the key reasons why English is a friendly language that anyone can learn. Its simple words and practical use make it an ideal choice for learners everywhere. English remains accessible, enjoyable for everyone. Simplicity of English vocabulary. One of the most appealing aspects of the English language is its vocabulary. The words used in everyday conversation are simple and familiar. English borrows words from many different languages, which means that many of its words sound similar to those in other cultures. For example, words like cafe, menu, and restaurant are used around the world and are easy to recognize. This borrowing of words makes the language accessible because learners often find words they already know. In addition, English often uses words that are short and easy to remember. Most basic words, such as cat, dog, book, and house, are simple and form the foundation of everyday conversation. The structure of English vocabulary is straightforward. There are no complex conjugations or endings that make words difficult to learn. Unlike some other languages that have different forms for various genders or cases, English remains consistent regardless of context. This simplicity is one of the reasons why many people find it easier to pick up English quickly. When learning new words, students can often relate them to their own language or context, which speeds up the learning process. The language does not burden the learner with extra forms or complicated rules when it comes to vocabulary. Moreover, the everyday language in English is filled with words that are used in simple conversations. For instance, greetings like hello, good morning, and goodbye are used universally. These words are among the first that a learner picks up, and they are practical for daily interactions. The language is designed to be practical, with many words being versatile in different situations. For example, the word run can be used in many contexts, from physical exercise to everyday expressions like run errands. This versatility makes English vocabulary both dynamic and easy to use. In addition to borrowing words from other languages, English often forms new words by combining simple ones. Compound words like sunflower or raincoat are created by putting together two common words. This method of forming words is intuitive and allows learners to guess the meaning of unfamiliar terms. The flexibility of English vocabulary not only helps in learning the language, but also encourages creativity. Students can experiment with forming new expressions and phrases without fear of breaking complex grammatical rules. Furthermore, the widespread use of English in media, music, and movies exposes learners to everyday vocabulary on a regular basis. When people listen to their favorite songs or watch popular films, they encounter simple and clear language that reinforces what they learn in class. This repeated exposure makes it easier to remember words and understand their usage effectively. The natural integration of vocabulary into daily life means that learning English feels less like a chore and more like an enjoyable activity. Overall, the simplicity of English vocabulary plays a crucial role in making the language easy to learn. With familiar words, a straightforward structure, and practical use in everyday life, English provides a welcoming introduction to language learners around the globe. The ease of understanding and using vocabulary is a key factor that encourages many to start their journey with English. English vocabulary is designed to be user-friendly. The language continuously adapts to new ideas while keeping its core words simple and memorable. Learners find that even complex ideas can be communicated with basic vocabulary. This adaptability is one of the main reasons why English is a popular choice worldwide. The ease of vocabulary learning allows students to focus on expressing their thoughts clearly and confidently without being overwhelmed by difficult words. This makes the journey of learning English even more enjoyable. The simplicity of English grammar. Another reason why English is easy to learn is its simple grammar. English grammar does not have many complicated rules compared to other languages. The language uses a basic structure where sentences are formed with a subject, verb, and object. This clear structure helps learners understand how to form sentences and express their ideas without confusion. Unlike languages that require various endings for nouns or complex verb conjugations, English remains straightforward. For example, verbs do not change much with different subjects. The same form of the verb is often used, making it easier to remember and use correctly. English grammar is also flexible. There are many exceptions to rules, but the core principles remain consistent and simple. Most rules are based on common sense and are used in everyday conversation. Learners do not have to worry about gender, as English nouns do not change form based on masculine or feminine distinctions. The use of articles like a and is relatively simple and follows clear patterns. Even the rules for forming plurals are easy to understand, as most words simply add an s at the end. This straightforward approach reduces the time and effort needed to master the language. Additionally, English uses a limited number of tenses compared to many other languages. The past, present, and future tenses are enough to cover most communication needs. While there are continuous and perfect forms, the basic idea remains the same. Learners can start by focusing on the most common tenses and gradually learn more as they become comfortable. The simplicity of the grammatical structure makes it possible for beginners to form sentences quickly and build confidence in speaking and writing. Furthermore, many grammatical exceptions are not enforced strictly in casual conversation. Native speakers often use simple structures, even if they are not grammatically perfect. This means that learners can communicate effectively without worrying about every detail of the grammar rules. In everyday life, clarity and simplicity take priority over rigid accuracy. The informal nature of daily communication makes it easier to practice and learn English in a relaxed setting. Overall, the simplicity of English grammar plays a significant role in making the language accessible to learners. With clear rules and a flexible approach, learners can progress rapidly and enjoy the process of learning. English grammar allows for both precise communication and natural conversation. Learning English grammar is a rewarding process because it is both systematic and forgiving. Even when mistakes are made, native speakers understand the intent behind the message. This supportive environment encourages learners to practice without fear of harsh correction. The grammatical rules of English are taught in a clear and concise manner, often using examples from everyday situations. Teachers focus on common patterns and real-life applications, rather than overwhelming students with rare exceptions. As a result, students quickly gain confidence and start using the language in their daily interactions. This practical approach to grammar learning helps learners to focus on effective communication rather than perfect accuracy, which is an important factor in making English easy to learn. In conclusion, the simple rules of English grammar reduce the stress of learning and allow learners to communicate with ease. The logical structure and clear patterns empower students to build sentences effectively. This balance of simplicity and functionality makes the study of English grammar both enjoyable and accessible. These clear and consistent grammar rules encourage learners to practice more, making every lesson a step toward fluency. By mastering these basic principles, students quickly gain the confidence to use English in all areas of life. Everyday communication in English. English is known for its practicality in everyday communication. People use simple words and phrases to express their thoughts in a clear and friendly manner. In daily interactions, English speakers do not rely on complex sentences or obscure vocabulary. Instead, they use words that are familiar and easy to understand. Greetings, expressions of thanks, and basic questions are all part of everyday conversation. This ease of communication is one of the reasons why English is popular worldwide. Whether you are ordering food, asking for directions, or chatting with friends, the language is designed to be accessible. In casual conversations, English speakers often use contractions and informal language that make communication even simpler. Words like can't, won't, and I'm are commonly used, and they help in making speech flow naturally. These shortened forms reduce the effort required to speak and understand, creating a relaxed atmosphere in conversations. The language also allows for a variety of expressions to show emotions, such as happiness, surprise, or sadness, with words that are universally understood. This familiarity makes it easier for learners to join in everyday discussions and feel a part of the conversation. Moreover, English conversations are often structured in a way that is easy to follow. Typically, a conversation starts with a greeting, followed by small talk about the weather, work, or family. This predictable structure helps learners to prepare for and participate in conversations. The questions asked are usually straightforward, and responses are short and to the point. Over time, learners pick up on common patterns and phrases that become second nature. This repetitive use of language reinforces learning and builds confidence. The role of body language and tone in English communication also supports the use of simple words. Gestures, facial expressions, and vocal emphasis can convey meaning without the need for complex vocabulary. When words are paired with nonverbal cues, their meaning becomes even clearer. This multifaceted approach to communication allows learners to understand context and nuance without struggling with difficult language. As a result, many people find that English is a language that is both easy to learn and enjoyable to use in everyday life. Finally, the global spread of English means that learners are exposed to a wide range of accents and dialects. Despite these variations, the core vocabulary remains the same. This consistency makes it easier for learners to adapt to different speaking styles. Media, such as television, radio, and online videos, provide continuous exposure to everyday English. Watching these programs helps learners hear the language in its natural form, reinforcing the simple patterns and phrases used in daily life. With each exposure, the language becomes more familiar and less intimidating, encouraging further practice and improvement. Everyday communication in English also benefits from the simplicity of its written form. Simple sentence structures and clear punctuation make written English easy to read and understand. Letters, emails, text messages, and social media posts all use a relaxed form of English that mirrors the spoken language. This written simplicity allows people from all backgrounds to share ideas, stories, and information without struggling with complex language rules. As a result, learners find that both speaking and writing in English become more approachable and less intimidating over time. Ultimately, the everyday use of English in both spoken and written forms creates a comfortable learning environment. The consistent and simple language patterns allow learners to quickly grasp and apply their knowledge in real-life situations. This ease of everyday communication is a major factor in why many choose to learn English. Such simplicity makes learning English a joyful experience. Indeed, it remains highly accessible. The role of media and technology in learning English. Media and technology have transformed the way we learn English. With the advent of the internet and smartphones, English learning resources are available at our fingertips. Learners can access a wide variety of materials, including videos, podcasts, blogs, and interactive courses. These resources use everyday language that is simple and engaging. The availability of digital content has made it possible for learners to practice English in a fun and flexible manner, regardless of their location. Social media platforms and online communities also provide opportunities for learners to interact with native speakers and fellow students. further enhancing their language skills. Online videos and television programs offer a rich source of natural English. By watching movies, TV shows, and educational programs, learners are exposed to conversational language, diverse accents, and cultural nuances. Subtitles and transcripts often accompany these media, making it easier to follow along and understand the content. This combination of visual and auditory learning aids in improving both listening and speaking skills. Technology allows learners to pause, replay, and review segments, ensuring that they fully grasp the language used in context. Such interactive features are invaluable for reinforcing learning and boosting confidence. Podcasts and audio lessons are another excellent resource. They allow learners to practice listening skills while multitasking, such as during commutes or while doing household chores. The spoken language in these podcasts is usually clear and straightforward, focusing on everyday topics that are easy to relate to. Learners often find that regular listening practice improves their pronunciation and accent. The portability of audio lessons makes it convenient for busy individuals to incorporate English practice into their daily routines. Furthermore, mobile apps designed for language learning have become incredibly popular. These apps offer bite-sized lessons that focus on vocabulary, grammar, and conversation skills. Many apps use gamification techniques, such as points, levels, and rewards, to motivate learners to practice regularly. The simplicity of the language used in these apps, combined with interactive exercises, ensures that learners remain engaged. Additionally, these apps often include features that allow users to track their progress and set personal goals, making the learning process both measurable and enjoyable. Online communities and social networks play a significant role in modern English learning. Forums, discussion groups, and language exchange platforms enable learners to ask questions, share experiences, and receive feedback. These interactions are usually informal and use everyday language, which makes the process of learning more natural and less intimidating. The sense of community and support that these platforms provide can be a great boost for learners who may feel isolated or discouraged at times. Moreover, the integration of artificial intelligence in language learning tools is becoming more common. AI-powered applications can analyze a learner's performance and offer personalized lessons based on their strengths and weaknesses. These advanced tools use simple language and interactive activities to keep learners engaged. The technology can also simulate real-life conversations, providing immediate feedback on pronunciation and grammar. As a result, learners can practice and improve their English skills in an environment that is both supportive and adaptive. This innovative approach to learning English is helping many to achieve fluency faster than ever before. In summary, media and technology have revolutionized the way we learn English. Their contribution to making language resources accessible and engaging cannot be overstated. By offering varied and interactive content, these tools empower learners to study at their own pace and succeed in mastering English. Online communities and social networks play a significant role in modern English learning. These innovations continue to inspire learners around the globe. Overall, media and technology offer endless opportunities for English learners. They make the process enjoyable, interactive, and effective. These innovations continue to inspire learners around the globe. Indeed, it remains highly accessible. Practical tips and conclusion. Learning English is a rewarding experience that can be achieved with simple and practical steps. To begin, set clear goals for what you want to achieve. Whether it is to improve your speaking, reading, or writing, having specific objectives helps guide your practice. It is important to practice every day, even if only for a few minutes. Consistency builds confidence and makes the language feel natural over time. Make use of the many free resources available online. There are websites, mobile apps, and social media groups dedicated to English learning. Join conversation clubs or language exchange programs to practice speaking with native speakers. Do not be afraid to make mistakes. Every error is a learning opportunity. Use everyday language in your practice to build a vocabulary that is practical and useful in real-life situations. In addition, try to immerse yourself in the language. Listen to English songs, watch movies, and read simple articles or books. This exposure helps you understand different accents and cultural contexts. Remember, the goal is to communicate effectively, not to be perfect. Enjoy the process and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. In conclusion, English is a language that is easy to learn due to its simple vocabulary, straightforward grammar, and everyday use. With determination and regular practice, anyone can master English and communicate effectively. Embrace the journey and enjoy every step along the way. These practical tips show that learning English is not an overwhelming task, but a step-by-step process that anyone can follow. Consistent effort, patience, and enjoyment in learning will lead to steady progress and lasting success in mastering English. Remember that every small improvement is a victory on your journey to fluency. Keep practicing, and you will achieve your goals. Your dedication today creates a brighter future tomorrow. Stay motivated always.